What is that message? It's from Coko, my good friend. Can't wait to chat about improv today. I'm just going to be a moment. Perfect! That means I have time to eat my sandwich. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. Come to me, sandwich.
Hey, baby.
Oh, shit, you're alive? Oh, get back up here.
I'm alive now.
Oh, man. That means I probably can't eat you, huh?
Oh, you can still eat me if you want, but you have to catch me first.
What? I don't want to chase my food. I spent like so long chopping up all those tomatoes and cucumbers, and
Don't you want to work up an appetite?
I don't want to eat something alive right now.
Chase me!
Okay, get back here, sandwich!
Me!
No, I'm about to have a Zoom call. I don't want to chase you. I'm so hungry.
Chase me.
Last thing I need right now is to chase a pup. Oh, hey, Coko!
Hey, how's it going?
Good, what's up?
I'm just calling you to talk some improv.
I can't wait.
Oh my God, you look so good.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Did you highlight your hair?
Me? Oh, I mean, I'm just naturally blonde.
Oh, I love it. Okay, but some people it gets lighter in the sun, maybe that's what it is.
That's true. I never noticed. Maybe I'm one of those people too. Sorry, I'm got a sandwich on the loose here.
You're not chasing me!
I'm busy, sandwich. I made a sandwich and now it's run away somewhere. It's in my apartment. I gotta maybe hire an exterminator.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, puppet problems. How are you?
I'm good, I miss going outside. Well, it's summer, so I do go outside, but I miss,
like contact with other beings?
Yeah, just doing stuff.
Oh,
but
I know.
it's okay. I just feel like let's just I'll start doing improv on Zoom,
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see what we're going to come up with.
Yeah.
Remember all those other shows that we made in the past when we could meet in person and do improv in front of audiences?
I mean, remember when we used to tape our show and then watch it together while we had popcorn? That was fun.
That was so fun. We so did that.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the favorite show that we did was Teenage House Party.
Teenage House Party.
So good.
Getting to pretend to be a teen and
That's it, right?
Live out those cool fantasies again. Improv is great. I miss it.
I know. And it's you get to redo it from a fantasy perspective. So it's just so fun.
It's so fun. Bunch of 30-year-olds. I mean, really, it's sort of what the movies were. If a lot of those actors were in their 30s. It kind of messed me up about what teens were supposed to look like, right?
I know. I don't know why anybody was trying to pretend Luke Perry was in his teens. I mean, mind you, at that point, I was young, so I didn't believe it. I remember when someone told me Luke Perry's in his 30s. I was like, no, he's a teenager.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone I know is buff. All these teen boys clearly are not buff.
Teenage years were so weird. I much preferred reliving it than actually the time that I went through it.
Yes.
It was stressful.
God. Yes, no kidding. And it was also nice being a puppet and getting to live that dream because not like you see a lot of puppets in those movies, right?
That's true. That's true. You know what I would have wanted to see? It's what did your hair look like when you were a teenager?
Oh my God. You don't even want to, you don't want to see. Oh, I had feathers down my back to what would be my butt. I know.
I don't know. I kind of like that. Would you ever want to bring that hair back? I mean, it's quarantine season. It's so weird to say that. Quarantine season.
Happy quarantine.
Happy quarantine. I just feel like we should just live our life,
Yeah. Well, on that subject, probably won't be growing my hair out anytime soon. I don't know. I haven't told you this yet, but I'm coming out as non-binary.
Yay!
Thanks.
I love it. Okay, it's like whoever you are, I love you as you are. I just
Aw.
love the idea that you can live your truth out loud.
Right?
You know?
Instead of just in here. Well, it was mostly that I just kind of always assumed I was a girl because I'm pink and have this voice, but
Mhm.
I learned that that doesn't mean girl. So I don't even have like human parts that would indicate, that kind of stuff usually.
Well, gender is a social construct.
Yep.
But also, that doesn't mean that you can't grow out your hair. You do whatever you want with your hair.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess that's true. I can keep my long hair and still be who I am on the inside.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because your
that's true.
expression is not the same. You
Hmm.
can express yourself however you want.
Yeah, that's true. Ugh, so much work. I mean, honestly, as much as I'm really not enjoying this time professionally, personally, it's been great to have some mental quiet for once to actually be like, who is Pinky? What am I about? And not have the pressures of performing for audiences, but also for, you know, friends and myself and the world, right?
I mean, I feel like it's it's been really hard for me personally.
Yeah. Oh, tell me
Um,
about that.
I just like you see how you're like, oh, to have the quiet and to like hear yourself. I wish I could be like that. Like it's just not that's not my reality. I miss people. I'm an extrovert. I
Yeah.
like, my energy source is like other people.
Yeah.
That's how I recharge myself.
Huh.
I feel like it's just I effing hate it. I effing hate this quarantine. I don't get to see anybody.
Oh,
And
bud.
the other thing is, like I've been performing for so long and I worked
You
so
have.
hard.
Yes.
Like
Like
it's
10 shows a day, pretty much. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but only a
but
little, I
but
think.
kind of. And
Yeah.
it's just really hard to like not hear the audience laughter. It's like sometimes I like think about like I took it for granted. I think like sometimes I place too much importance on big shows and small shows. And now that I don't have any kind of live show,
Mm-hmm.
like, fuck, that was hard. Like, I wish I will do anything to even just perform for 5 people. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like in a live space where I could feel their energy, I could feel them laughing, I could hear the little nuances, like, huh, you know, when it's like half a laugh, like I miss that, and it's just been really tough. I don't
Bud.
know who I am without people, and I don't
Yeah.
know who I am without the stage.
Yeah. Well, I want to give you a hug. Zoom hug. Yeah, I mean, I totally miss performing too. And when it's like kind of you're just as important to your identity, what you do, as like your gender or anything else, it can be really confusing. Like, my job is who I am, not really like it's fundamentally part of who I am. And when I don't get to do that, it's like some part of me is missing.
Yeah. I think that like I don't think I understood how much my job was part of like I think I took it a bit for granted because I
Yeah.
was working so much that I
Right.
was like, it's like when I wasn't working, I was with my friends. So I
Yeah.
think I thought that like work was just work. But now that I don't get to do it and I don't get to see my friends, I realize just like how much I like being around people. And then, you hear those like cliches and those articles that's like extroverts are like this. And it's
Hmm.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like the core of me. It's like that. I honestly like it's not even just like, oh, I miss being around people. Like I honestly just don't know what to do with myself. And I keep thinking, oh, we're gonna go back and it's taking longer and longer. And I know
Yeah.
that now it's summer, like we can kind of do social distance hangouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. I can't hug anybody.
I know.
I can't joke around and be like, haha, and tap some. It's hard.
It's so hard, but I'm so sorry you've been having a rough go. Well, I mean, it's not going to be the same, but maybe we can come up with something that will like, some kind of online improv show that will in part fill the void. It's not the same though, is it?
It's not, but honestly, I'd rather have that than nothing. The other day I was on a Zoom call, which was like, okay, I haven't been on a Zoom call with more than like 7 people.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was on a Zoom call with like 25 people, and I started crying because I was like, I haven't seen you guys in so long, and just all the faces in one place. It's so good.
Yeah.
I miss everyone. I think I took everyone for granted.
That community, that like unique group of people who found each other through like different comedy venues or theaters or classes, and now they're just like, they're all still out there, but like, there's no place to congregate,
Yeah.
And like comedy needs laughter, especially live comedy, like doing live shows online must be so weird.
You know what? It's so different that I was like, I don't think I can even try it.
But so you don't want to try to come up with an online improv?
No, this is the first time that I'm like really entertaining trying. I mean, it's been 6 months. It's not like nobody's ever said, hey, you want to try doing comedy online? And I was like, no, I want the in-person experience.
Yeah.
But it's like the longer it goes, the more I have to really just like admit to myself that like, I don't think we're going back to how our life used to be.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
But maybe in some ways it's going to be better. I don't know.
What does
like
that mean?
The way that everything was kind of bad, just like flying airplanes everywhere and driving all the time and pollute. I mean, I'm made out of toxic materials like glue and felt, and plastic. So like, I'm a pollutant. And so it's kind of hard to reconcile these things, but like maybe the comedy community, when it comes back, well, as much as I love it, like, how do I put this? It's toxic sometimes. And maybe when we all come back, we'll have had time to think about that sort of thing.
I mean, you're right. It is totally toxic sometimes. I feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I think sometimes you're so just like in it that you don't see that it's toxic. And then when it is, like when it presents itself in your face, you're like, it's not my business. I'm going to let it go. But
absolutely,
yeah, you're right. Like I'm hearing about like people who were mistreated
in
the community. And it makes me so sad because I was like, while I was having this amazing time, you were having a hard time like next door probably. And that fucking sucks. I wish people were nicer to each other.
Me too.
And that's hard, right? Knowing like all of these friends that you have, some of them are bad people.
Ugh, tell me about it. And then you feel that guilt even though you didn't do anything, but you're like, but I introduced you to these people that you hurt. And then like, how do I reconcile those feelings?
Yeah. Or I like sat back and I just was like, that person's just a jerk in my head and never said it out loud.
Well, there's danger in doing that, right? Sometimes there's social repercussion because often those people are powerful,
Yeah. But it's like, I've been thinking a lot about this and it's like, is this worth my mental morality? My personal ethics. When I went to university for philosophy, like I studied ethics. And I remember when I came out, I was like, I studied philosophy and sociology.
Wow, you're so smart. Oh my God.
Thanks.
I went to theater school.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
in my opinion, theater school is deep psychological studies. So
Yeah, that's true. Real life practiced. Yeah.
if you don't understand people's motivation, how can you play a character properly? That's
Very
psychology.
true. Huh.
Yeah, I was thinking about like, university when I first came out, like you have these ethics and you argue for them and you're like, and then slowly over time, it's like society wears you down. I think society makes you think that you have to be these people. It's kind of like if you think about it, like the construct of like gender, the construct of race, right?
Yeah.
It's like you were born and you're like, I'm just having a good old time being these people, this
Mhm.
person. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you have to wear this outfit for this. And then you're like, why? Oh,
Yeah.
because you're a girl and this is
Mhm.
what girls wear.
Yep.
And it's like,
Totally. Yep. You've got to have googly eyes because that's what puppets are. You got to go into
exactly.
children's entertainment. Yeah.
Exactly. So now I'm kind of like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions. So many questions.
Oh, but I'm so sorry you've been struggling with all this. I mean, it's a really hard time for everyone, but especially extroverts. At least I'm comfortable, hiding from the world and playing video games all the time.
So
And
you're like, you're having a great time is what you're trying to tell
it's
me.
been existential and, like, holy crap, what does it all mean? Which can be hard. And feelings are hard to process. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not an extrovert. And I really think of my extroverted friends at the time like this being like, oh, this must be so hard. You're out there every night doing 10 shows. Whereas for someone like me, that would be, well, really hard.
Yeah, you were not about the 10 shows. You were like, I'm gonna do one a week and I'm out.
Mm-hmm,
And we're like,
exactly.
there goes Pinky, one show. And we always felt special if we were the one show that you were doing that week, just so you know.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah, it was always nice. One thing I really miss is like, I really miss going to one space, Bad Dog Comedy, Bad Dog Theater, sorry.
Sorry, there was a sandwich there. Just what were you saying? You miss going to Bad Dog?
Well, yeah, I miss
Me
going to Bad Dog.
too.
And specifically, I miss, okay, this is what I miss. I miss going to Bad Dog and then being at the bar, talking to one person, then moving to this, like the
The
kind of
studio?
benches and talking to
Mm.
one person, and then trying to go to the washroom, but then seeing someone on your way to the washroom by the studio and start talking to that one person. Then you finally get to go to the washroom. You come out and you hear laughter. So then you go to the door and you're like, ooh, what's happening? And you pop your head in and either Connor or Seann are teching and you're like, hey, and then they're laughing. And then you watch the show for like maybe 5 minutes and then you laugh a little bit and you're like, oh yeah, my drink. And you turn around, you back up, and then you maybe see Avery Jean Brennan at the box office, and you're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you gossip for a little bit, and then and then a customer comes, and you're like, "Ooh, I better let them do their job." And you walk out again, and you go back to the bar, and there's Connor Bradbury.
Yeah, and then it starts all over again.
Yeah, and next thing you know, it's like midnight, and you told yourself, "I'm leaving at 9."
After one drink, just one
After one
drink, and
drink. Yes.
I miss it too, bud. But someday, we'll all be together again. In the meantime, well, how can we take our feelings about all this and turn it into an improv show that people might want to watch online?
Ooh, okay. So what about like, okay, so we did Teenage House Party.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what about like a teenage reunion party? So we're not playing teenagers anymore. We're playing adult versions who haven't seen each other for a long time,
I love it.
are over Zoom and reminiscing, and we're all in like different mindsets.
I love that. We can even do something like remember, and then we can do like a do do do. We all like change our backgrounds.
We both knew this.
This is why we need to work together. You understand what I mean when I say we're gonna transition. You do the
like
Wayne's World thing. Yes.
Okay, so not to like be rude, but have you seen Ronnie Chang's Netflix special when he says Bohemian Rhapsody is not a song, it's undanceable? Okay, he's not wrong, it's undanceable, but it's totally fucking karaoke singable. Am I right?
Yes. Absolutely. After almost every Fringe festival, we all gather around and put our arms around each other and scream Bohemian Rhapsody at the top of our lungs.
Okay, no offense, Pinky, but that's a very white thing to do.
Oh, I guess probably. You mean people of color don't put their arms around each other and sing total? Yeah, no. Hey,
No.
I'm pink and proud, but really probably raised in a white world. What can I say?
Well, raised in a Wayne's world, raised in a white world.
It's true. But it's totally the only reason I know that song is from Wayne's World.
Yeah. Same with me because, I grew up in Toronto. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this idea. We should totally do it. So it's like the sort of Zoom Brady Bunch,
Yeah.
reality that we're all in because it's COVID. And we do a flashback to a party that happened when we were in our youths.
Yes.
I love it. Let's do
I love
it.
when you get close to the camera. Your eyes are so cute.
So are yours. Nice makeup, by the way.
Thank you. It's Fenty by Rihanna.
Ooh. Sponsored by.
Sponsored by, hopefully one day.
Oh my God, wouldn't it be amazing? Oh man.
That would be amazing. Oh man. I was on her home island and I saw her house. Just so you know, her house is ginormous.
I bet.
So big.
Probably a bit bigger than my basement apartment, huh?
Just a bit bigger. Just a bit bigger.
Ugh.
It's by the
Someday.
water. So good. Like
Someday.
you drive by it and you're like, this house is ginormous.
Oh man. Someday our comedy will lead us to live those lives, right?
Come on, Pinky.
I know. I gave up on that dream a while ago. Again,
I'm kind
basement.
of okay being like, as long as I have money to pay my bills, I'm like, fine.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like buy drinks when I see my friends, I'm fine. And buy my friends drinks. Oh, I miss buying. You know what I miss? I miss Alice Moran at the Bad Dog Theater Bar being like, "Yo, let's get a round of shots," and then yeah.
And then the night takes a turn. We're going this way, and then
oftentimes where I'm standing there about to leave, and Alice is like, "Coco, take a shot," and I was like, "I didn't even." And you know what she does is she counts your head in the shot group and doesn't say anything.
No, and then suddenly there's 6 too many shots that someone has to do.
Yeah, someone. You.
Oh man.
Pinky. Don't think I didn't see you all those times.
Oh, I used to do shots. It's a little different with puppets. Like we have to use our imagination because the liquid will destroy us, but oddly, we still get drunk.
I mean, the liquid destroys all of us.
Very true. Very, very true. You just see it more on the outside with me. It's like my tongue falls off.
Oh.
Has to be re-glued. Yeah, it's a mess.
Wow. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Thank you for telling me that, because then now I know that's an access need. And every time you come out drinking with us, I'll make sure I have your kit.
Aw, like little quick glue repair kit.
Yeah, why not?
With some googly eyes.
Yes. You get to join in and we just have a quick repair kit. I mean, it's no different than holding someone's hair while they're throwing up in the bathroom.
Which we've done many times at Bad Dog.
Done many times at Bad Dog.
Oh, I miss that place.
I miss that place too.
I miss you. Well, let's meet again sometime and actually hammer out the details for this new improv show. Maybe somebody will watch it online.
I think somebody will watch it. And thank you so much for listening to me. I mean, I guess you're right. We're all going through the same thing. I should really try to step out of myself and not be so focused on me. There's a whole world that's also going through this.
Yeah, but it's hard not to in a time like this when you're sort of all you've got.
That's true. But I have you.
You do.
Yeah.
And I have you.
You do more calls more often. It's been 6 months and this is the first time I'm talking to you.
It's true. Oh my God, let's do this more often. Absolutely. Go for social distance walks.
Yes. Oh, I like that.
Me too. I got to get out of my house more. So yes, let's make that a plan.
Okay.
I got to go because I got to catch this sandwich.
You'll never find me. away.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'll talk to you later. I'll text you, okay?
Yeah, send me a little text.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hmm. All right, Sandwich. Wherever you are.
I'm under the computer.
Wait. All right. All right. Come on, bud. Come on.